All right. Don't call it a comeback because we've been here for years. Well, maybe not years, I guess almost 3 months in a week or so. But you know what we're saying. We're finally, we finally got content again. So if you're tuning in and you don't know what show this is Who's at the Gates podcast, where we cover Beyond the Gates and all that other stuff. And I have with me my amazing and will hold on for dear life with me while we traverse this crazy internet that has not been working correctly all day long, Deanna.
Lord.
So, yeah, this is where we're at. How does it feel for us to finally have a new episode after a week?
You know, I watched today's episode and I was like, let's just go back. It's fine. Let's regroup. Let's take another break, y'all, because I can't do this. Today's episode was a lot.
It was, but I felt it was what we needed. And I'm ready to get into this because there are quite a few things to discuss. So let's go ahead and start with this scene. I'm about to press play, and I just loved this scene, and I'll explain why after. So let's get into it.
You, baby. Okay, could have been a little neater, but thank you so much for letting me borrow. Okay? I mean, they don't do much from a figure, but...
Grab these for you.
You know.
I'm sorry, y'all. My bad.
Boy, I thought somebody was shooting. What is wrong with you? We have to death.
I'll see you in a few days for our next session, Shanice. See you then.
And that is why there will be absolutely no Izaiah slander on the show, because he just did a solid for Kat. Not only does he look out for Eva, when he noticed Kat was there in need and was afraid that she would have to talk to Leslie, being extra, doing what Leslie does, Kat was like, Lord, I want you to send me somebody. If you could send me an angel to swoop in right now and protect me from the overbearing Leslie. God said, Kat, I already got an angel on the one floor that the hospital has. That angel's name is Izaiah. Let him come through and give you the protection that you need. I sent you someone already because I knew this would happen. And sure enough, Izaiah swoops right on in, runs interference. Kat gets through, gives a smile to her sister, Eva, and then leaves on the elevator. Glory be. Diana, you got it.
Today will be the last day of me recording the show, y'all. It's been real. I enjoyed my time here with y'all, but I just can't. I cannot. Like, what? Leslie was busy talking. I don't understand why why the writers have to do Kat like this, because she would have been fine getting on the elevator. Leslie was busy being like, sorry, I didn't even fold your clothes, but like, let me talk about it some more. She could have been easily distracted. They didn't need a whole ass balloon. And this is ridiculous. Like, they're really trying so hard to make this man likable. But in the same episode, you know what? I don't even think we're going to cover the scene, but there will be a lot of Izaiah slander. That's all I have to say. Kat didn't need him. Kat doesn't need anyone, apparently.
I'm standing on business. What I'm doing, I'm standing on business.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't think he needed her. I think he was doing the most. I think he is a showboat.
Oh boy, see, the man can't win. He damned if he do, he damned if he don't. If he don't help out Kat, he damned. If he do help out Kat, he damned. It's just Izaiah can't win. That's what it is. That's what's going on. But that's okay. That's all right.
I mean, when he does something right, like, let me know.
Wow. Tough crowd. I got it. Okay, let's go ahead and move
you see
on.
how you're like, oh, that's such a high standard, apparently.
Oh my goodness. We just gonna go on to Dani and Andre. Glory be. Let's see. 13:59. Okay, that works. Here we go.
Are we expecting a proposal?
Tomas asked Ted for his blessing, so maybe.
Amazing.
We don't even know what she'll say.
Well, Tomas did seem pretty confident about his chances.
You knew about this and didn't say anything?
Well, Uncle Ted asked me to keep it low key. And before you even bring up wifely privilege, I do have an uncle-nephew code to honor too.
No, sir. And just how long were you keeping this little tidbit from me?
Okay, Dani, relax. It's not like you don't have secrets of your own. She still hasn't told me where she hides the Christmas gifts.
My baby girl may have missed her calling. Yeah. Given how well she keeps a secret, she could have had a career with the CIA.
Whose luggage is that?
I think, Diana, I will toss this one to you because you brought up the scene. So, yeah.
I just think, and throughout this whole episode with Dani just like nervously looking over her shoulder, she just needs to tell the truth already. I just can't with this like back and forth of, will he find out? Will he not find out? What I told you earlier, she was just sweating like a whore in church. Like she just looks guilty. And I'm just like, girl, you just need to tell him. You just need to face the consequences and figure it out. I hate that they're just dragging this along.
Yeah, well, like mother, like daughter, because Naomi's been doing the same thing with Jacob. I mean, she didn't cheat on him or anything, but definitely keeping a major secret and just praying and hoping like, oh, he doesn't find out until I'm ready to tell him, which seems like never these days. So yeah, she's gonna have to own it. And they've been alluding to egg being on Andre's face, like is coming, where because again, Andre is a married man in bliss right now. He thinks he has the perfect woman and everything is good, that Dani has never cheated on him, and he has the best marriage ever. And soon, that's about to be the opposite. One person we didn't see in today's episode was Bill, which is a little bit interesting. So I'm curious if Bill shows up this week, how will he show up? Will he still be on this whole Dani thing, or will he put his attention elsewhere? So that's kind of where I'm at on it.
I mean, yeah, don't bring up that man's name, because I think the last episode we saw him in, he was like, they were talking about how ran through they were each Haley and Bill. They're like, have you ever done it like this? And it's just like, we didn't need that either. Like, call me when the poison is working and there's some concern.
My word. Okay, let's go ahead and hop on to the magical moment right now.
That matters. Family. Thank you. It's good to see you all have your glasses. I'd like to make a toast.
Wouldn't be a Dupree family event without him.
There's a sentiment expressed on the wall
I'm
here.
so sorry to do this, Senator, but there's something I'd like to say.
Babe, we usually don't interrupt Granddad, so...
I think he'll appreciate this one. Promise I'll keep it short and sweet. You all are incredible. Intimidating as hell at first, but absolutely incredible. Witnessing how fiercely you all love and support each other makes being away from my own family less challenging. And knowing how much Kat adores every one of you, I couldn't think of a better time and place to do what I'm about to do. Kat, your family has said you are their miracle. With all the love, the patience, and unwavering support you've shown me. It feels like you're mine too. Your gigantic heart, your laugh, your twisted enjoyment of all things true crime. I want to relish in it until the day I leave this earth. So, Catherine Richardson, will you do me the honor of my life and marry me?
All right. I do not normally defend Tomas these days. However, I will say if this would have been a better setting, like the Puerto Rico proposal that he wanted on the beach, because that's definitely a step up from Kat being in a tracksuit and all this other stuff. I would say what he said was actually very heartfelt. If we could take what he said and put it with the different ambiance, I'd be like, okay, Tomas, you won some points. But timing, ambiance, it's just not a good look, player. And Chelsea was like, don't do it. No, don't do it. Trying to tell you the whole time. And you still doing it. And also that ring could be a little bit bigger. Notice the diamond. Diamond wasn't that big. Next time, check out some of the other rings before you go picking some stuff. That's all I'm saying. Diana, you got
it. Just, do you see the look on everyone's face? Just no one excited. Ted's just drinking wine.
Nicole's praying.
I think Vernon was like, oh no. Like, no, this is just not a good situation. I don't understand how he could be so oblivious and like you just can't read the room. Just from the very beginning. Even the look on her face, right? Like this is a perfect still right now. Just you might as well have told her, like, hey, can you give part of your liver to your worst enemy? And it's like, oh. Or she'll die. And it's just like, oh, do I have to? Yeah, this is just so bad. Okay, you know what? I will agree with you for once. You know, you don't always have the worst takes. You're right. What he said was nice. What he said was very personal. I don't know if I necessarily believe it just because of the whole circumstance of how this, why he proposed and all that. Yeah, this is just like the worst idea ever. And there's just nothing worse. Like, I hope he feels embarrassed. I hope he never shows his face again. I hope that he listens to Kat. I don't know. Like, we're gonna play the next scene, but the next scene was just very revealing to me.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation. And I want to, before we go to the next one, let's do a quick hop to the Joey and Randy steal as well, since it's on the way. 22:16. Why am I having, oh, that's why, because I was in a wrong, there we go. So on the Randy and Joey situation, this goes to show that Joey really protects his interest. And during this conversation, because Randy accused him of being paranoid, he's like, paranoia is his best weapon, is how I believe he said it. And I already knew that he would see through what Deanna was doing. So again, I feel I'm really, really leaning towards he might find a way to get her committed to a mental institution, is what may happen. I'm waiting to see like how this plays out, and we'll discuss it more later on in a scene with him and Vanessa. But for Randy to do it, it just amazes me. Like, Randy, why do you have a heart now? Because you're talking about, oh, well, it's Doug's daughter. Sir, you already know that Joey was the one who killed Doug. In addition to that, you know that Haley is the one trying to kill Bill right now. So when did you care about Deanna? Why do you care now? instead of just being like, okay, I'll do whatever you need me to do. It's like, oh no, it's Doug's daughter. And that means absolutely nothing, since you know what really happened to Doug, unless you help save Doug and we don't know about it. Well, to be continued on that part. But definitely for Bill, you're not trying to save Bill, and Haley's in the process of killing him, even though the poison's not really working the way we like for it to work. But these are minor details. Still, she's trying to do it, and you have absolutely no problem with that. But I guess, Diana, what about you?
My first reaction was, oh, well, it's Randy. He won't get the job done. Deanna say, we're good. Like Joey won't get anything useful. Deanna will be talking to herself. We'll be talking to a wall. Randy is gonna be like, "Oh, I finally got something now for the boss," and then Haley's gonna be like, "Where are the drops?" And he's gonna have to drop everything, leave his job, and go cater to Haley. So we're good. Deanna's safe. Joey has his best man on it, which is good for us, for Team Deanna. Yeah, but I think I'm glad that they cut to the chase, because I think we both agreed, right, that Joey was going to see right through everything and not believe that Deanna was sincere. So I'm glad that he's just like, no, there's something fishy about it, and just like moving right along. I don't know if that's the end game here, where it's like she is going to get committed or something, but I do think he's going to be the one to drive the wedge between. What's her name now?
Vanessa?
1 week, and I'm already like, who is that lady?
Vanessa.
Between Vanessa and Deanna.
Wow. Well, on that note, let's circle back to the Tomas and Kat thing, and please don't forget Vanessa's name, because we're going to do a scene with Vanessa right after the Tomas and Kat part 2.
I think that's just my brain protecting me. It's like we do not want to know Vanessa.
I'm not necessarily mad at that energy. Let's see. Okay, 25-23. Let's go ahead.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
I know I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm so relieved right now.
I don't know. She could still say yes, away from watchful eyes.
Let's hope not.
Kat, what are you doing?
What am I doing? What the hell are you doing? What was that?
I thought I was confessing my love for you in front of your entire family, but you shot me down.
You completely put me on the spot.
Yeah, that's usually how a proposal goes. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Tomas, I wasn't prepared for this. We haven't even discussed marriage.
What are you talking about? What did you think I meant when I said you were my future, and you said it back?
I know you meant marriage, but at some point down the line, not now. I mean, you didn't even want me to move in with you. How was I supposed to know you were thinking engagement?
Okay, at that time, you were making a knee-jerk decision because of Chelsea and Madison. But we've grown since then, Kat. And I've been thinking about this a lot. I wanted to give you a magical proposal on the beach in Puerto Rico, but I couldn't wait any longer.
Oh, Tomas.
The night of the storm, when everything hit and I couldn't find you, I was scared out of my mind. If you had been hurt like Eva was, I told myself then and there that I was going to take the next opportunity to ask you. And look at you. You're out of the hospital. You're doing great, surrounded by your family. I thought it was the perfect moment.
I guess I've been stuck in the crisis of it all. I haven't had a chance to stop and think about the future. I want to wear your ring. I do. But Not today. Can you just hold on to it until we're both sure that this is exactly what we want? Yes, we love each other, but we should be doing this for reasons beyond being scared straight by a tornado. Us taking this leap should be because we are both excited to spend the next 50 years together and nothing less. Right? Like Gran and Granddad. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And, you're not upset or embarrassed or...
No. I'll never be ashamed of loving you out loud. Come on, let's get back to your family. I'm sure they have questions.
Thank you for understanding.
Did he understand?
Boo! Tomato, tomato, brick.
He doesn't look like he was understanding. Go ahead, Diana.
This is complete garbage. The way he gaslighted her and she was like, you didn't even want me to move in with you. He's like, well, you were being rash about it. You weren't thinking straight. However, when I had all the time in the world to think about how you could have been dead, and so I just need to propose right now. That's me as a man thinking clearly and without emotion. I am right and you are wrong. I hate all of this. I hope she cheats on him. I hope she stabs him. I don't know, but this is complete garbage. I think she should have broken up with him the minute he cheated.
We'll see what happens when the long lost Hawthorne brother comes home, because I'm sure he's on his way. But honestly, and this is where we will disagree, I actually thought what Tomas said was heartfelt. I really, really do. I believe that he believes he really loves Kat. That is where I'm at with him. Like, he really wants to be with her. At least he believes he really wants to be with her. And it was coming from the heart. And we have to at least give him credit for that. What?
No. Give him credit. Give him credit for what?
No, from speaking from the heart and letting her know how much he believes he loves her and wants to be with her for the next 50 years and stuff. Basically he put it all on the line is what I'm saying. And for him, at least having the guts to do that, and especially in front of her entire family, that takes a lot, and we have to give him credit for that.
Do we though?
We do.
No, okay. For me, number one is Kat, right? Clearly, he just ran with it and didn't consult her. Like, I think it's wild that you're in a relationship and you don't have that direct of a talk, right? To be like, marriage in 2 years, marriage in 3 years. And Kat was right. She's like, yeah, I was kind of busy, making the big decision. I wasn't really thinking about like anything else. And it's almost seemed like Tomas was like, well, I thought we were on the same page. And she's like, I just got out of the hospital. What exactly did he expect here?
No. So we agreed on that in another episode where when he was first going, because I told you he would do that. I told you, like, he's probably going to go to Chelsea or somebody and then whatever. But he should have went straight to Kat and been like, what are your thoughts on marriage? And done that, because I feel that's what he was going to do anyway. I also am fine with him just growing a pair and saying, hey, will you marry me? And that's what I'm talking about, where he's being a man and going to her and saying, hey, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and this is why I want to spend the rest of my life with you. He's already checked those boxes when he proposed. In addition to that, he double checked them again when he was explaining why he proposed, when she was like, well, what's going on? And then he's like, well, this is how I feel. I'm saying giving him credit for that, for putting it all on the line, because again, Tomas doesn't have a backbone. He's not known for having a backbone. So for him to step up like this, knowing that there was a chance she could say no, it wasn't guaranteed that she would say yes. Give him credit for that.
He's had a backbone. He's been there protective of Eva when it comes to Kat and drawing a boundary there. So his lack of backbone, I don't buy that either. And I just think it just goes to show that this is also, I think, they're indicative that they don't have a good relationship if they can't even communicate about this. Like, what can they communicate about? Like, I still think it's very disingenuous, the fact that she was like, 2 weeks ago we couldn't even live together, and now you want to spend the rest of your life with me. Now, does that, him saying no to her moving in, does that mean he doesn't want her? Of course not. But the fact that he's just jumping from milestone to milestone at his whim, yeah, no, you can miss me with that.
Well, on that note, let's go ahead.
I will say, one last thing is that I'm glad that they just ripped the Band-Aid off with this too, because this is also another reason why I'm like, maybe it's good that we don't have the new episodes, because I knew this was coming, right? We all saw that this was coming in the previews, and I think it was somehow worse. I will say Kat was good though. Kat was good at, she didn't turn him down, but they're clear on what her standpoint is. Very clear on, not making it such a big deal, right? Putting him at ease in front of her family, making sure everyone moves on, just handled herself with grace and poise.
Yeah, she did the Kat thing. So yeah, she handled it. Again, Kat is very capable. So not taking that away from her at all. She handled it well. Like I said, he put it all on the line. Got to give him some credit for that. Let's see. 3153, Vanessa and Joey, the couple that is eternally bound together. So we'll do it at 52.
Did she? What else did she say?
That I owe this inner joy to you. And that she's okay with it.
Really?
And that is not even the best part. Deanna wants to spend the summer back at home, working for Vanessa McBride Realty. She wants to learn the ropes from me. Isn't that amazing?
No, it's not. That's a terrible idea. Can't you see that?
What's so wrong with my daughter wanting to work with me?
This is exactly what I was worried about. I think Deanna's interest in making amends isn't what it seems.
You think my daughter has an agenda?
Deanna's smart. I think it's occurred to her that our real estate partnership isn't exactly on the up and up.
She did ask about that, but I told her I only helped you find investment properties. She was concerned you worked in the office and wasn't sure how crossing paths with you every day might affect her.
Or she's wondering how much time I spend there because she needs the space to dig. I think she's looking for proof that I'm using your business for less than legal purposes.
I don't think...
Listen, how about this? I'm very good friends with the owner of Uptown. I could get her a summer job there. It's more in line with her lifestyle.
Joey, I have been praying to reconnect with my daughter. This is our chance, and I am taking it.
Thanks for sending the text about Eva. That was thoughtful.
All right. Well, this is one of the things I kind of called, in the sense of, I had said that Vanessa really wants that relationship with Deanna, and the way she's kind of pleading with Joey right now, saying that this is where we're at. I just knew this was coming, where if Joey tried to get in between that relationship, it would really, really affect Vanessa. And now here we are. Now, Deanna, Joey's seeing right through this. And I just feel she's playing with fire. And the reason I keep going the mental institution route is because Joey can't kill her. It's kind of like he already took Doug, possibly. And then if something were to happen to Deanna, that would just push Vanessa to the brink where she only has Donnell left. Vanessa wouldn't be able to take it. So the only thing he can do, and not saying that committing Deanna would be easy on Vanessa, because that wouldn't be easy, but at least she would be, I don't necessarily want to say at peace, but at least she would look at it rationally, like, hey, her daughter does have a mental illness, therefore she had to go into an institution. That would be easier on her versus something physically happening to Deanna. So your thoughts?
I'm interested to see who wins out in this situation, because, you know, Vanessa is not a person that likes to make compromises. She really doesn't. She wants it all. So maybe it's not a matter of winning then. It's how sneaky is Joey going to be to get what he wants, because he's also not a person of compromise, to get Deanna out of his hair. I mean, I think. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
No, I was just saying he has to do something. He can't just let this sit. He can't let it fester, because he knows she's up to no good. So I mean, the only other thing I could think of him doing is using Vanessa as a shield, sort of like the thing where it's like, okay, Deanna, if I go down, your mother goes down.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. It's just that, it's just, you think your mom's innocent and all this. I just don't know if Deanna would be receptive to that kind of idea, because, I like Deanna, but she can get emotional, right? She fires off. So unless Doug is right there talking her through things, she seems like a person that can also make like impulsive decisions. So yeah, I think this is, oh, sorry, go.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just say, like, one last thing would be that I hope this is like one of many conflicts to come between Joey and Vanessa.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I will say this: quiet as is kept, if fake Doug, we'll call him fake Doug, if fake Doug wasn't in the picture, I think Deanna would be totally fine with Vanessa going to jail too.
I don't know. She seems attached to her mom. I don't know. I don't know if that would be. I don't know if I would go that far.
She cares about Vanessa, but also she's still angry at Vanessa with her getting with Joey, especially while Vanessa was still married to Doug. I definitely could see Deanna, like, let me rephrase this. If Deanna knew everything that went on, or she found out more information about what happened between Joey, Doug, and Vanessa, I do believe that if fake Doug was not around and Deanna had the additional information, she would be totally fine with Vanessa going to jail too with Joey. That's kind of that's the vibe I get with how angry she would be. And I still feel she's angry, But
No, I definitely think she's angry. I mean, I think the thing is though is that like the villain isn't necessarily her mom in the situation, even before we got reintroduced to fake Doug. The villain was always Joey. And he is a villain. Like it's not like I mean, I don't know. Who are you rooting for in the situation?
I'm still rooting for Vanessa. I'm not necessarily like, I want Vanessa and Deanna to get to a good place. At the same time, I want Deanna to sit down because she's playing with fire. And I don't think, because she even said to, who was it that told her that
Kat?
it wasn't, who?
Kat? I mean, she had a conversation with Kat about Joey.
Right. And Kat was telling Deanna, like, hey, you might want to back off a little bit because Joey is dangerous. And then Deanna was like, oh no, he won't do anything to me because of my mother. And I'm just like, okay, you gassing yourself up, girl. Like your mama can't protect you from everything. And Joey is a whole lot older and a whole lot more cruel than you could ever be. So it's like, what was the thing Dee Schneider said on Celebrity Apprentice? He had said, because him and Aubrey O'Day, Aubrey O'Day was getting into it with everybody. He had said, age and ruthlessness always beats youth and enthusiasm, is what he had said. And that's kind of the thing here. Where it's like, okay, you're young and you're enthusiastic, but Joey is older and Joey is ruthless. I don't think you're ready. You might want to stand down.
Yeah, I think that in general, I think I believe that too, right? The whole they go low, we go high. No, because then they're still gonna win. You know, like you're right. It takes a certain like you have to be ruthless in order to get what you want because you have to take advantage of people who are too nice or have their blinders on. And that's the thing. I don't know if I'm necessarily team Vanessa because of how she's been and acting. Like she's shown no sort of like discernment either. And like, I don't know. I guess I'm rooting for Deanna. That's who I'm rooting for.
Well, Vanessa's also weak though. That's the thing. Because again, I told you, Vanessa's one of them women who needs a man. She just is. And it's sad but true that that's just who Vanessa is. And I understand that you need comfort sometimes, but what are you willing to sacrifice for it? And when do you realize that you're sacrificing too much for it just to have a man in your bed? That's kind of the thing. But oh boy, I'm sharing my screen right quick and doing that. I'll tell you, well, we got our episode back. Finally back. Even though we never really left. We did the filler episodes, our own filler episodes with the whole Allison and Chelsea thing with the Chelsea kidnapping. Thank you to all of those who checked out those episodes. We wanted to give you at least something while it was away. So yeah, we went ahead and did some of those episodes. But now is back to business as usual. And I think that's it. We'll be working on some other things. We're waiting until August to launch some new stuff because I'm funny. Again, Mercury's in retrograde right now, and I'm really funny about doing new things during this time period. So we'll just keep on doing business as usual for now. Diana, did you have anything before we close out?
You know, I was gonna just go on another tirade against Tomas, but we're good.
All right. Well, I'm sure we will have more to say this week because they'll bring them back into a scene or two. So I'm sure we'll have more to say later on this week. But thank you, everyone, for all the support, all the love. We appreciate it. The comments definitely it's just very, very helpful when people subscribe, like, and comment because that keeps us in the algorithm and it's much appreciated. We will get going now. And until next time.
Bye.